Hi, I'm Cortnie Clarke. I am a channel of the divine and of your superconscious mind, your highest self. I am a yoga teacher, meditation leader, and I'm based in British Columbia, Canada, on Vancouver Island.
What is the soul?
In my opinion, the soul is who we are. It's what we are. It is our truest essence. It is the part of us that is infinite, limitless, boundless, and it is what is here guiding us and leading us and driving us through this human experience.
Is a soul born? Does a soul die?
The soul is limitless, endless, infinite, boundless frequency, energy, but it's creative. It's our creative spirit, it's our creative energy, and we choose to come and have a human experience. And when we are born into this world, we go through the process of individuation, of now being our own expression of the allness, the divine, and we have to go through the process of remembering that we are limitless, that we are here to experience and express and enjoy this journey. So it is born in a way, but we're born into this timeline, this lifetime that we chose as souls to come so that we can evolve and expand for the consciousness, for the oneness, for the isness.
What's the difference between a young soul and an old soul?
The difference between a young soul and an old soul is that a young soul has had less adventures, less experiences here in the human consciousness, and an old soul has had more experiences, not just in this world, but in others, and has had more lifetimes, more expressions of being the divine and evolving and growing through its own journey.
What is the soul's relation to Source/God?
The soul is Source. It is the divine. It is God. It is everything. The soul to me is love. It is light. It is the divine. It is the source. And source is what is connecting us all. It is what is driving us all. We are all here to be our own piece of the puzzle, but there really isn't a difference between source and the soul.
Mind, body, or soul? Which is the real us?
The real us is the soul. We are here using these vehicles, these bodies, for this part of our journey, and our mind is here to challenge us and to help us evolve, but the soul is our true self.
Are human incarnations voluntarily chosen?
No one is here against their will. We chose this, and we choose it as long as is right for us. We choose to come here and have this experience.
What's the purpose of life on the physical plane?
The purpose of life is to evolve. It is to have fun. It's to play. It's to enjoy. It's to experience and expand. We are here to be an expression of the divine, of source, of God having a human journey.
Why would a soul choose to leave heaven?
To learn, to evolve, to challenge ourselves. It's easy up there. And coming down here it's a fun game. It's a game of self-mastery and evolving, expanding through learning. It's a space for us to come and be our own expression of consciousness so that we can evolve and grow. There's duality, there's polarity, right? We don't know light without dark. We don't know dark without light. We don't know hot without cold. So we come here so that we can know how divine it is up there and just grow. That's what we're here for.
Many people experience challenges while living in a body. Does the soul seek such challenges, and if so, why?
I don't know if the soul seeks them. The soul chooses to come and have a journey of evolution, but we do plan things out. And I think, and I channel that when we have these challenges, it's to wake us up. It's to remind us that we have more to give, that we have more to offer. It's to realign us with our truest nature. And in this human experience, we can take roads that aren't always aligned with our divine purpose. So I believe that the challenges are given to us from the universe, from the divine, to help us redirect to our limitless timeline.
Do souls have more than one incarnation, either on Earth or elsewhere?
Yes, we have many. We have an infinite amount of timelines, of lifetimes that we can choose to follow through on. If we still have more that we want to learn, to grow, to expand through as a soul, then we will choose another incarnation.
Does the soul plan its incarnations ahead of time?
The soul plans it in a way that we are coded with gifts as well as challenges that we're here to evolve and expand through. So we have gifts that are going to help us with this human experience, but we still have in our human being, in our human body, we have free will. We have the power to choose in any situation how we're going to take it. And each human is on their own journey of however you want to see it and say it, and expansion, enlightenment, enlivenment, really, in this human plane. We have different directions that we can go. So there may be certain times where we need to go through the same experience over and over again so that we can evolve. And then there's other times where we've gone through it enough and we're going to wake up and we're going to use our power and our gifts and our magic, and we're going to bring whatever it is that we're meant to that situation that is then going to expand our journey here.
Do we choose our parents or other family members ahead of time?
Yes, I believe we choose our parents, and we choose the time that we're born into in this incarnation. And you're like this lifetime, my mom might be my mom, but in the next lifetime she could be my sister, or vice versa. Once we're here, we forget all that. So we have to go through a journey and a process of remembering and reconnecting and realigning with each other.
Do we have soul groups that we incarnate with across different lifetimes?
We do. It's like we're up there in the oneness, in the quantum field, and we have different souls that we come down here with. I kind of think of it, I don't know who or how I first heard it, but you're like you're up there and there's a school bus coming down to have another, to go through a different grade or another schooling, I guess. And we don't want to miss the fun. So a lot of us, we keep coming back with our same friends, our same group, our same soul family. And those are people that then they're going to resonate with you. They're going to feel like you're meant to know them. Soulmates. I feel like we have many soulmates. They're the people that are here to help us on the journey.
Are there contracts or agreements between souls?
Yes. We are all here to be mirrors. We are all here to be mirrors of the magic and the divinity in us, but also of the places where we aren't being our true self. So there are a lot of contracts that we have with others that are here to be catalysts of our awakening, of our growth, of our expansion. So every encounter, every relationship is the greatest catalyst of our seeing ourselves, of our feeling ourselves. Anytime anything triggers and activates anything in you, it is showing you where you aren't free. Anytime that you feel like you are being judged or challenged or manipulated in any way, it is all just showing you a belief or a block that is within you that is really truly stopping you from being free to be who you're here to be.
Do spirit guides or angels assist us?
Yes, they help us, they guide us in many different ways, through synchronicities, through energy, through frequency. They aren't controlling us, but they are there to help lead and guide us to our truth, to our power. And for every individual, it works in different ways. Some people will feel entities, energies. Other people, it's a knowing, it's a feeling. Some people smell things, some people hear things. But whatever it is, it was chosen and it was planned that that's the way that you're going to be guided. They give us what we need when we need it, but we have to be willing to receive it. Not everyone is always willing to receive. We'll get signs and synchronicities, but then need 10 more signs and synchronicities. It's frequency and it's energy. The divine, our superconscious mind, God, source, spirit speak to us through frequency and energy, which will then lead us to what's right. So some people do get lottery numbers. Some people do get a brilliant idea that then will change and transform their lives. But we have to be willing in the moment to hear and receive and perceive what we need. So our higher mind, our true self, our divine self, however you want to say it, it conceives and can see it all. And then our self-conscious mind receives what it needs, but we can never know until we're there. We, in this human experience, get in our way a lot where we're trying to figure out life, the lottery numbers, whatever it is, before actually playing, before actually getting in the game, before actually doing what we're here to do. We want to know how it's going to work out, when it's going to work out, what it's going to give us. And so our guides, our angels, spirit, however you see it, can only do so much. And it's up to us in this experience as a human being to follow through on what we're feeling called to do.
What is death?
Death is just a change of form, of frequency, of energy. I don't believe that we truly ever die. It's just change, it's evolution. Our physical bodies, they have a timeline, they have an expiry date, and we're here to just enjoy them the most that we can, to love them the most that we can. And when our time in this body is done, we expand, we move on. That is why we're here. We're here to evolve through this experience of being these human beings that we're here as now. We're here to have this journey, to learn, to grow, to evolve, and then we move on.
After death, do souls return to visit loved ones still on Earth?
Yes, they do. Not always. Again, it depends on this incarnation that you're on. I feel if there's reason to, if there's contract to, if there's needing to, then they do. But sometimes we're here on a specific journey that we move through, and when we're done, we move on to our next adventure.
What is the veil of forgetting and why do we need it?
The veil of forgetting is we need it so that we can come here and remember. We're here to learn, to grow. And so if we just came here knowing everything that we need to know, it wouldn't be very fun. So we forget what we don't need to know until we need to know it. As is channeled to me from the divine, is that we are always exactly where we need to be, and everything is always exactly as it needs to be. And when we can let go of trying to figure out or know anything before we get where we're going, and we instead feel and follow the energy and follow the frequency, then we're on this journey of remembering who we are, of remembering how powerful we are, of really re-experiencing ourselves, so that we can raise the consciousness of this planet through being our own expression of the light and the love and the magic that we are. But if we came here and we just knew everything and we had all the answers, it's like if you were to go to a movie and someone tells you the plot and the ending, it's not going to be as enjoyable as watching it and seeing it unfold as you're watching it. So that's like life. We're here to experience it as we're living it. And again, we have space to expand and evolve into, and that's really what we came here to do.
Discuss the role of free will in a given incarnation.
So we have the free will in any circumstance, in any situation, to go whatever direction we choose, and there will always be a consequence to our actions. When we choose to follow the path that is right and aligned and feels effortless and easy for us, a lot of the time then we will evolve and grow and expand consciously and consciousness. But when we are using our free will to make choices and create situations and circumstances that aren't aligned with our highest and best, those circumstances will then show us, will illuminate, will be catalysts for us of where we need to grow, where we need to heal, where we need to go deeper into discovering who we truly are.
Is life on the physical plane an illusion?
Yes and no. It is all an illusion. So everything starts in the invisible. Everything starts as an idea, and then through focus and creation, we manifest the invisible into the visible, and then it becomes real, but it still all is an illusion of our imagination, of our consciousness. Consciousness brings energy into form. So when we focus on anything, we turn it into our reality.
Do we create our own realities?
Yes, we are always creating our reality. Every moment is an opportunity to shift, to change, to create our reality through what we are believing, what we are seeing, how we are being. So our thoughts create our beliefs, and our beliefs create our actions, and our actions create our behaviors, which create our reality. So as soon as we choose to see and perceive and believe through a lens that we want to see and believe and perceive ourselves and our lives at, we can really truly create anything that we want. It's just a lot of the time, most of the time, people are still running on the programming of their unconscious mind that was programmed when we were too little to know better. And we keep running on that programming, creating the same reality through the same paradigm, through the same perspective. But as soon as you start to wake up and see and feel what is really truly going on in any moment, the key is presence. When we're present in our reality as it's happening, choosing what we want to do and how we want to be, then we are consciously creating our reality. Most of the time, we're unconsciously living. Our unconscious mind is controlling the show 95% of the time. So, but when we're present and here in reality, then we can choose to live unconsciously or superconsciously. When we live superconsciously, our superconscious mind sees and knows and conceives of everything, but that is going to take us into the unknown. And our unconscious mind and our self-conscious just want to keep doing and choosing what they know they can survive. So yes, we can and are always creating our reality. It's just that a lot of the time it may not feel like that because we're stuck in that unconscious programming. When you wake up and choose to live life as you want to, as the identity that you are now, you see that you really are creating everything always.
Describe the life between lives.
When we leave our physical form, this human density, we feel free. It's a time to remember. It's a time to go back to the oneness, to the field of all that is. And in that time, there is no time. It's just an experience of being all that we are without forgetting, with really remembering how powerful we are, remembering that we are all one, that we are all connected, and planning and deciding what we want to come and do next, where we want to go, who we want to be, what we want to experience. But it's not, there's no time. Time isn't real. Time is very much it's a part of the human journey here on Earth. Space and time are what keep us here in this form, but they are creations here on Earth. So when we're in between lives, we are in that remembrance that everything is one, and that we can at any time be anywhere, be whoever we want to be, experiencing anything. It's connection back to source, to God, to the oneness.
Are we judged or punished for our mistakes in the afterlife?
No, there's no judgment ever. We're here playing roles that we're choosing to come and play. And through that, again, we grow and we evolve and expand. And the divine source, there's no judgment. There's just love. It's all love. It's all oneness. And we need all roles. We need the duality. We need the polarity. That's the fun and the power of the human experience and of this earth school is having that. If we were here and we were all just the same expression of light and love, there'd be no fun, there'd be no growth. It's the point, is to have that duality.
Is there such a thing as hell?
Hell to me is the pain that we can put ourselves through in this journey, through not loving ourselves, through not trusting ourselves, through not believing in ourselves, doubting ourselves. That to me is when we can feel like hell. And I don't believe that there is an actual space or place that is that other than within us. And as soon as you see that you are here as divinity, that you are here, that you can then live your own heaven on earth through being the experience and expression of who you are. But until then, it really can feel like hell within us when we aren't choosing to be who we are.
Describe the life review.
The life review it's just that. It's a review. It's a review of how you impacted those around you and the world, because however we're showing up is then what we are impacting consciousness, the oneness with. So in the life review, it is that time to look back and reflect on what this journey was, so that we can grow and evolve and really choose what we want to come and do the next time around. Now, the life review is also an opportunity to see how you positive, just as much as the negative, the positive that you impacted as well, so that next time you come back and you have a higher level of understanding energetically as to what you're here to do.
What is karma?
Karma is an experience. It's an experience of balance, of harmony. So we are here to find a balance, to find harmony between being human and being the divine. And so when we are balancing the karma that we come here with, so from past lifetimes, there's an opportunity for us to grow and evolve and expand through what we know, through what we've been through. It's an act of giving and receiving instead of keeping and taking that is going to bring us into harmony. What we give, we're going to get in return, but if what we get we're just holding on to, then we are going to need the experiences or awakenings to happen to help us find that harmony.
How do you define forgiveness?
Forgiveness is moving on. It's letting go. It's understanding. It's compassion. To me, forgiveness is not holding on to our pain, to our suffering, to our feelings that don't serve us. Forgiveness is allowing ourselves to be free.
How do you define happiness?
Happiness is freedom, it's joy, it's being present. We can never be happier than we are right now. We can never be anything other than what we are right now. And to experience true happiness, you have to be present in the moment. You have to be living your life aligned and alive rather than thinking about the past or planning for the future. Neither of those things exist. So we can never truly feel happiness unless we are here. You can think about the best time in your life and you still won't be as happy as experiencing it. So happiness to me is it's presence. It's It's being present and playing and enjoying and being who you are. There's really no better feeling.
Discuss the idea of oneness/unity and how we can apply it in our everyday lives.
Oneness is what we are. We are all one. We are all connected. We are all the divine source here having our own human experience. So unity is, to me, understanding that the more that we can see that we are all connected, we make better choices. We do better for ourselves because that then impacts the whole, the collective. Whereas when we feel separation and alone, a lot of the time that's where we harm or hurt ourselves or others. But when we see that we really are all one and we can unite in our energy and our frequency in the present moment, we evolve and we expand and we rise.
What does the belief in separation cost us?
It costs us our freedom. It a lot of the time can cost us our happiness. Feeling like we're separate from source, from God, from each other, it makes us feel like we need to do whatever we can to please and prove and perform. But when we see that we are all one and that we are all our own unique sacred frequency and energy and part of the puzzle that is needed as a part of the whole, it creates happiness and freedom and peace within us. So separation causes us to lose that.
Where is heaven?
Heaven is here and now. Heaven is enjoying and playing and being present in the moment. Heaven is being who and how feels best for you. And when we are in our heads, in our minds, in our beliefs that we're unworthy, that we're separate, when we're in our self-consciousness and in our ego feeling like we need to prove or please or perform in any way, when we're creating our own suffering, then it's going to take us away from that heaven on earth. But when we allow ourselves to just be who we are, to enjoy the moment, to be free, to play, to express ourselves, that's heaven on earth. And that's always available to us.
Where is God?
God is energy, is frequency that is always guiding us and connected to us through truth, through our own truth, through what feels right for us. We are all our own expression of God. We are all the creator of our reality. God is the ultimate creator. And I believe that we're all here having our own expression, our own experience for God. And there's many different ways that we all do that. We are never separate from God. We are one with God. We're all a creation of God here to create more magic, more light, more love, more happiness, more bliss.
Many believe we're shifting to a higher consciousness on this planet. Do you agree? And if so, can you describe this shift?
This shift is very real. We are rising to a whole new level of consciousness, frequency of energy, and it is becoming more and more seen and felt and experienced by those of us that are here to anchor the light and the love. So there's it's a higher level of consciousness. It's not a whole new world, and those of us waking up are here to anchor the light in the lower dimensions of fear, of negativity, of lack, of shame, of blame, of guilt, through the levels of feeling like we need to change or problem solve or fix or figure anything out. And we're just here to create. We're here to create more love and light. We're here to create what we want to create because we want to create it. We're here to enjoy this human existence and experience more. And that's what the shift is happening to wake us up.
What's the most important thing you learned from your near-death or other spiritually transformative experience?
The most pivotal thing that has happened to me and awakened me was realizing that I am the key. That me loving me and choosing me and showing up and doing what I know I'm here to do and following through on what feels good to me is how I best impact this world. So for my whole life, I have seen others. I see the souls of anyone and everyone. I can see your highest and best. I can see your truth. So I believe that my journey was in fixing people and problem solving and trying to get people to see how good it could be for them. But the key for me was waking up and really seeing that it starts with me. That for me to be a clear mirror, clear channel of the truth within anyone, I had to love and trust myself. So for anyone, that is the key. That you are the key. You are the way. You are the answer. When you choose to live life for you as the true you, guided by the divine, by your highest self, through frequency and energy, through feeling what's right for you, then everything gets better from there. It's easy. It's easy. The easiest thing in the world for us to do is to be ourselves. And as soon as you allow yourself to do and be that, you'll get it.
What are some practical applications of the idea that we're eternal spiritual beings?
When you see and feel and believe that you are infinite, you are eternal, you are light, you cannot be hurt. Your physical body can be hurt and harmed, but we are not our bodies. We are not these physical beings. You are a soul. You are the divine. You are light having this human experience. So you cannot be hurt. You are limitless, timeless, boundless.
What's the secret to remembering who we really are?
Being here now, breathing, feeling in any moment. I can't tell you exactly what it's going to be for you because it's your journey, it's your way. No one can tell you. You have to do and be who you want to be, being present in the moment, following what feels good to you, following what calls you to it is how you're going to find yourself. That's where you're going to find your spiritual awakening, is through trusting yourself, through being yourself, through believing in yourself. It's going to guide you to the book, to the leader, to the course, to whatever it is that is going to help you wake up to your truth, which is that you are divine.
What does our soul want us to know?
That you are limitless, that you are light and love. All of our souls want us to know that we are here to enjoy, to evolve, to expand, to experience what it's like to be us. And through that, create whatever we want to create. Every single human being has something and many things that are inspiring us, that are driving us, that are calling to us, and all of our souls just want us to know that we are worthy of doing and experiencing and having and being whatever it is that feels right for us.
Is there a positive message or message of hope you'd like to leave us with?
You are worthy. You doing and being who you want to be, and you doing what you want to do, you being who you want to be, is how you set yourself free. And the more that you do that, you will fall more and more in love with yourself. But it starts with knowing that you're worthy. You're worthy of everything that you dream of, everything that you desire. It is all coded and programmed in you to call you to where you're meant to go, to what you're here to experience and express. And so if I can leave you with anything, it's as simple as love yourself more every moment, every day. You are worthy of your love, of your appreciation, of your gratitude, of your validation. That's what you're seeking and searching for. Love yourself more and more and more.
Cut. That's a wrap.